Well, good afternoon. And I want to again extend both a warm welcome to all of you today, but also my deep appreciation for taking time to acknowledge and to celebrate an extraordinary moment about an extraordinary woman. And when we stop and we listen, and we hear not just words, but we hear the story behind the words that have come together to change Virginia and America. That is a moment that we should all celebrate. I am so humbled to be with you. Senator, thank you for your kind words. General Miyares, thank you for your amazing words. And I know that the Lieutenant Governor wanted to be with us as well today, but she was called to duty early. And so she sends her warm regards. I'm especially grateful to Barbara John's family who's here. I'm especially grateful to leaders from the Motor Museum who are here. I'm especially grateful for the invitation to the First Lady and me to join you. You see, there could be no more important nor fitting place to hang a portrait of Barbara Johns than right here. As the Attorney General shared, this building holds a significance well beyond its current occupant. The significance here is a weight that we should all understand. But then when everyone walks through these doors and stops for a moment, they will understand it. They will take it in. And in fact, I know that the Attorney General himself will enjoy the great moment of reflection that I have every morning when I happen to walk by a rendering of Barbara Johns in the Executive Mansion. You see, friends, these are more than portraits, and these are more than plaques. These are moments for us to take in and reflect. In fact, it's so important for us during Black History Month to step back and reflect on extraordinary heroes. And therefore, General Miyares, thank you for picking today to do this. You've heard the story, but when you think about how Barbara Johns exemplified the power of one person who decided to make a difference for everyone. The power of one is something that's often lost, yes, by these quiet heroes. But when the power of one is linked to the significant deeds of others who are exhibiting that power of one, the world can change. That's exactly what Barbara Johns did. Yes, she was 16 years old. He's going to go back to work. Yes, she was 16 years old. And she had a very special friend walking with her. Yes, her family. But Barbara Johns walked with the Lord. And she had a deep sense of justice in her heart. The little school that she and her roughly 450 classmates attended was not separate but equal. And as you've heard, it was run down. It was small. But let's be clear, it wasn't that it wasn't equal that was the problem. It was that it was separate. And this is the message that she and these extraordinarily brave friends took when they stood up. She did something about it. And in 1951, that was an extraordinary thing. You see, not only was everything stacked against her, her age, her race, everything, including a history of injustice. But it's what Barbara said at the time that is so inspiring. She said there wasn't any fear. Now, friends, think about that comment. A 16-year-old girl. A 16-year-old girl who was standing in the face of everything said there wasn't any fear. We read in Isaiah 41:10 that God says, "Do not fear, for I am with you." God was with Barbara. And I am so thankful that she knew that. Barbara Johns and her classmates were a catalyst in forging the fight for equality in the United States. As the Attorney General shared, the landmark Brown versus Board of Education case changed America. But Farmville and those students were at the heart of it. Can you imagine being in 8th grade, in 9th grade, in 10th grade, and being at the heart of that case? As he told us, 75% of the plaintiffs were Virginians. And of the 5 cases comprising Brown versus the Board of Education, there was only one that was student-led. That was the case that was initiated by Barbara Johns. So as we reflect on Barbara Johns' legacy, I am reminded how courage finds its voice. To call her a titan seems almost inappropriate. To call her royalty amongst the civil rights movement, I find accurate. Today, in this portrait, we honor her. We honor her memory. We honor all that she represents. Justice, Virginia history, American history, and the constant aspiration to strive for better. Attorney General, thank you. Thank you for bringing us together. And thank you for bringing us together around a remarkable woman. God bless you all.